All right, well, things got wild at the end of the Cowboys-Texans game. Let's pick it up here. 5 minutes and 46 seconds left. A second down and 20 for Dallas. The play concept is simple. This is something you see teams do against the Texans all the time, which is the Texans, they love their cover 2 zone. So you have a tight end who's going to just try to get into a gap in coverage. Very simple, basic stuff on a 2nd and 20. Try to gain, 8 to 10 yards. Make it an achievable third down situation. Prescott takes the snap, and I have a nitpick here. I mean, the play is open at this point. I thought Prescott maybe waited just a little bit too long on this one. To me, this is really just good defense. I think it's fair to say you get a pressure. This is ideally what you want to have happen here. You got the pressure. That's the main thing that happened, and it went well for the Texans. But it is worth mentioning we're about 2 2/3 seconds into the play right now. So this is not right after the ball is snapped. The play has been on for a little bit, and this is right around when pressure typically comes. So usually you say you get 2.5 seconds before you have to make your decision. Prescott making his decision just a tick later than that. Because of that, you see that there is a tip, and this is going to get intercepted, but not returned for a touchdown, which is obviously key. Yes, it sucks at this point. It feels like the game is over, but if you can get a stop, you have a chance. Dallas would get a stop on 3 straight plays, but now they need a 4th, and on a 4th down and goal, things get very Houston Texans-y, I think, at this point, as looks like it's supposed to be an option play to the offense's right. I thought the broadcast pointed this out very well if you were watching the game live, but with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left, 4th and goal, watch Jeff Driscoll here. As you see, he's going to go the wrong way, it appears. It looks like it was supposed to be towards the right. Everyone was blocking towards the right. The back went towards the right. Driscoll took a step to the left. Maybe this was a design fake. I don't think so. I think this was just he made a mistake, which part of me wants to sit here and say, how do you let this happen in the most important part of the game? And I think that's still a fair question to ask. But the flip side to that would be it's kind of more understandable when you've had this sort of 2-quarterback system you've been running this game. You've had, several quarterbacks come in, and, Mills got the majority of the snaps, but then you've seen Driscoll come in. When you have this happen, communication errors are more likely to happen. As you see, Driscoll, again, there's no one he can throw to. He just has to run and hope for the best. Give him credit for putting his shoulder down and seeing what he can do, but that was not going to be a touchdown because he went the wrong way, which is just, horrible time for that to happen. This play looked like it was going to be the game winner as Prescott throws one to Michael Gallup. He eventually finds him. I'm pausing it the second Gallup maintains possession just because I wanted to, display if he really, should have had it and it should be a touchdown or not. Right now, it's right when he gets possession. But as you see, it does kind of get knocked out right as his feet are touching the ground. You have to have both feet down and make a football move. That is the rule, and he did not make a football move. He just got both feet down. So I think correct call. I don't think he had it for long enough for it to be a touchdown. Good, clean hit. However, on the very next play, 3rd down and goal. The Texans now trying to get a stop of their own. We saw the Cowboys with a goal line stand. Can the Texans do it to force overtime? 3rd down and goal. I actually think it's a pretty interesting situation here. What's the play call? What do? Do you run the ball? Do you throw the ball? I think the idea behind running the ball is, that's probably what gives them the better chance to get the touchdown anyway, so it kind of makes it easy there. Again, you have 2 timeouts, 46 seconds left. But even in a worst-case scenario where you get stopped short, then you can run the clock down and, I would assume they would kick the field goal, go to overtime in that scenario, and you would know it's overtime. There wouldn't be any time left for Houston to get into field goal range, which, as we knew, they were able to move the ball down the field. Prescott hands the ball off to Elliott, who, scores a touchdown, because, again, that was a pretty good chance that was going to work anyway. So Dallas is able to finally take the lead here in the 4th quarter, with under 45 seconds to go. And the Houston Texans made it interesting at the end, didn't they? I mean, let's be honest. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan watching this video, your heart skipped a beat a little bit here in this final play as, Mills was able to get outside the pocket. Mills makes this throw, an incredible throw down the field. I have to say, the distance, 40 yards. He gets it well into the end zone, unfortunately, into a sea of Dallas Cowboy uniforms. But still, impressive throw to get it that far. But unfortunately, maybe it would have been better if he didn't get it that far, as it's incomplete. Like the decision to go for the Hail Mary there. Why not? If it falls incomplete, gives you an extra Hail Mary. I think that's a good call. But just at the end of the day, Dallas survived. Listen, I know people are going to say, oh, you just barely beat the Texans, and I'm sure that there's issues you can look at, and there's things they have to improve upon, but at the end of the day, it's better to just barely beat the Houston Texans than to lose to the Houston Texans. A lot better. It is the NFL. Teams, all 32 teams still are capable of beating anybody on any given Sunday. So for Dallas, you survived. Got to feel pretty good about that, even if you don't love how your team played in this one. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.